The Girl Who Refused to Stop Trying, the story of Wilma Rudolph. In the summer of 1940, in a small, humble home in Clarksville, Tennessee, a baby girl was born far too soon, fragile, tiny, and sickly. Her name was Wilma Rudolph. She weighed barely 5 pounds, and no one thought she would survive. Wilma was born into a family of 22 children. Her father worked as a railroad porter, and her mother was a maid. They didn't have much money, but what they lacked in wealth, they made up for in love and faith. As a child, Wilma faced one illness after another: measles, mumps, scarlet fever, and then the most devastating of all, polio. The disease left her left leg twisted and weak. The doctors told her mother, "Your daughter will never walk again." But Wilma's mother refused to accept that fate. She said, "Wilma, you will walk. I know you will. You just have to believe." And Wilma did. Every day, her mother massaged her weak leg, and so did her brothers and sisters, one after another, hour after hour. It was painful. It was slow. It was discouraging. But Wilma's heart was strong. She told herself, "If I can't walk today, I will try again tomorrow." For years, she wore heavy leg braces. She watched other children play outside while she sat on the porch, dreaming of running. Then, at age 9, Wilma made a quiet decision that would change her life. She decided she would walk again. One day, when no one was watching, she took off her braces and stood up on her own. Her legs shook, her knees trembled, and she fell. But she got up, and she fell again. And again. Day after day, she practiced. Step by painful step, fall by painful fall. Until one day, she took her first unaided steps and never stopped walking again. By the time she was 12, she was not only walking, she was running. When she entered high school, she joined the track team. At first, she came in last in every race. The other girls were faster, stronger, and healthier. But Wilma had something they didn't: grit. She refused to quit. She trained harder than anyone else. She ran barefoot on dusty roads under the blazing Tennessee sun, chasing a dream that most people thought was impossible. Soon, her determination began to show results. She started winning. First, local races. Then, state championships. And before long, she was chosen to represent the United States in the 1960 Rome Olympics. Standing on the Olympic track, Wilma thought about everything she had been through: the braces, the pain, the laughter of others, the years of struggle. But she also thought of her mother's words: "Believe." That day, the girl who was once told she would never walk again ran like the wind and won 3 Olympic gold medals. She became the fastest woman in the world and the first American woman to win 3 golds in a single Olympic Games. The crowd cheered her name. Reporters called her the Black Pearl, the Tornado, and the Queen of Speed. But Wilma remained humble. She said, "My mother taught me to never give up because miracles do happen, and mine was learning to walk again." The message: grit is not about talent. It's not about luck. It's about showing up every single day, even when no one believes in you. Wilma Rudolph's story reminds us that the human spirit is stronger than any obstacle, and that belief and persistence can turn the impossible into the extraordinary. No matter where you start, no matter what others say, if you refuse to quit, someday you'll find yourself standing where once you could only dream to be.